I have always loved horses. I draw horses, I collect model horses, everything about horses. It's really hard to explain, but I've always just had this passion about horses. There's something about them, the way God created them. They're incredible. I mean, can you think of anything else like that? 4 legs, they can carry a man miles and miles and not be tired. They can do all sorts of different gaits. There's so many different colors and breeds. They have personalities like people. You can communicate with them without even talking. It's really just incredible, and I love that.
I think that's a real gift for her, and I've told her that from day one. I said, what is special for you that most people never have in their life? You know what you care about. A lot of people don't know what they're passionate about. They might be 45 years old and they don't know what they want to do when they grow up. Lauren, from the time she could speak, it was all about horses. And we didn't trust that necessarily because, you just don't. But as she developed and we started seeing that interest was real, I started to recognize that I think that's a gift to know exactly what you're passionate about. And I feel like as her parent, it's my responsibility to give her the environment to foster that. I feel like, why wouldn't you drop everything for your child that if you can see that it's that critical to who they are as a person, wouldn't you just say, I'm going to put everything on hold and we're going to set you up for success, whatever that looks like. And by success, I don't mean I own my own horse, but that she's in an environment where she can grow as an individual. Not only doing what she loves, but it's changing who she is. I could just see her getting really lost on this earth. I don't know what my purpose is. And then she felt like a little tortured soul. So it's so much bigger than just a horse for me. This isn't about my kid wants a horse, I'm going to get it. It's about my child was broken, and we've been given an opportunity to fix it.
When I met Onyx, I knew those were all those prayers that I didn't think would come true. God will come through. You just have to be patient enough to see it. And that prayers do come true. You just have to be patient.
I just remember we were at the barn and we knew she was injured. We didn't realize how bad till the vet came. It was probably a week before we had the vet because we thought it was a mild injury that we could handle. When we realized something was really wrong and we had the vet come, he did the ultrasound. I'm looking at it, realizing, oh my gosh, this is like a serious injury. And when he said the words 9 months to a year, I just sucked it up. And I'm like, okay, Lauren, this is what we're doing. Because she just needed that. She needed me to say, we just move on to the next plan. You're going to take lessons with Aladar. You're going to work with the babies. We're going to learn how to rehab a horse. This is perfect horse maintenance. We are just going to move on. Get her home, let her cry, talked her through it, put everybody to bed, and just bawled. Just was devastated me. Thinking, all of these pieces had to work for this to work. In my mind, I'm thinking, we can't give her back. Lauren loves her. I'm not going to break someone's horse and give it back. Ethically, it felt like the wrong thing to do, even though everyone, even the people at the barn are like, call the owner right now and tell him to come get her. I said, I can't do that. Lauren loves her, and she was in our watch when she got hurt. I can't do it. So the idea of all that pressure from everyone to give her back, and then thinking Chris may not agree to this, it's expensive, it's time consuming, and the thought of all that, I don't know if I slept it all that night. I was just sick to my stomach. And then the next day, probably, I just started to process it a little bit and realize, okay, that's not my personality. My personality is brush off your boots, get up, figure it out, and move on. And that's what Lauren needed me to do anyhow. So it wasn't until after that when I was able to say, we're just going to take the bull by the horns and figure it out.
This is my life right now. Onyx, everything is centered around her. When I wake up in the morning, when I go to bed, everything.
Every minute of my day is calculated by that horse's schedule.
We wake up very early in the morning to get out to the barn because you have to have the arena clear so that she won't go over uneven ground, and you have to make her special medicine, which is an anti-inflammatory to help the swelling goes down, and it's a lot of time.
I am a little tired, and I think we're going to get more tired, but I think we're going to have to be motivated by understanding the bigger picture sometimes. I don't know, it's just working, and I feel blessed that it is. I have an opportunity to take this little wonderful person, and I can change her life right now. We have the opportunity to change Lauren's life.
This is a path for my life. It's a little girl who loves a horse, even though the horse is broken, and I love her too much to give her up now. I can't go back on her. She loves me, I love her, end of story.
The best thing is knowing that we did the right thing for her and that we just changed the course of her life. She's just a different girl.